Hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. So I've got just over 100K in the bank, and kind of my plan was I picked a job starts here in Bakersfield, and yeah, that's the display I want. The reason for that, there's another truck company here. I find it kind of odd that with as much of the map done as I have done, we don't, I've only discovered one trucking company. And then I realized, well, ooh, that's kind of nice. It was discovered, if you can call it that, in the place I started, San Diego. So I thought maybe, since there's a truck dealership, an unlisted one here, in Bakersfield, that maybe, with any luck at all, you know, we might be able to slide by it. So let's get underway. We're hauling a rather large shipment of dynamite today. So yeah, I know that's what you all wanted to see with Species7 hauling dynamite. It scares me too, guys, believe me. With my superb driving skills. Oddly enough, I'm not really sure what it is. The only thing I can figure out, and I've seen some mention made of it on the forums as well, but darn near every run I finish, I have damage on the vehicle, even if I could swear I haven't hit a thing. And I think what it is when you're slowing down. Now, admittedly, I probably slow down a little extremely once in a while, but it would seem that when you're slowing down, vehicles tend to bang into the back end of you. There's been quite a lot of chatter about it, shall we say, on the forums. And, no, Dougie. Giddy up, boy. And so I'm kind of thinking maybe that's what it is. Well, that was a cop I caught. Every time, I swear to God, every time I get in a truck, I've got a cop following me. Is that just California, man, or what? And so much for discovering a truck plant, eh? We must have started way the heck out on the outskirts of Bakersfield. Well, what to do? When I play this off camera, I actually like to crank the volume up on it. It's one of the few games I do, simply because I find it really, really quiet. And the not only the engine sound, and especially when you've got the cruise on, so you can actually hear when it gets on the throttle, but things like the vehicles going by, they sound really, really good. And if you turn it up, you can, whoa. Oh, man. Ooh, good, he missed. That was a much sharper corner than I thought. But, if you really turn it up, you can actually hear the tire sound as well as the engine sounds. And something else I just discovered. I was kind of, upset that when we got to, like when we set up the profile, I suppose you didn't have to start playing the game the day it was released, but when you set up the profile, they ask you for your preference of truck. And, well, when the game was released, there was only 2 trucks. Now, granted, there's only a third now, but I really like the third better than the first 2 they offered. I don't know, it just looks more like what I see around where I live as opposed to, you know, what I see on TV when they're showing something out of the States. No, I mean, granted, this does take place in the States, so, but, you can change it. Yeah, you just go in and edit the profile. Unfortunately, what I was also kind of hoping that might change, as just sort of, ooh, there's a cop behind me, I guess I shouldn't speed. What I was hoping it might also change, you see, was it might open a truck dealer with a different, yeah, because I had Peterbilt up before, and I picked Kenworth. So, yeah, it didn't. Long story short, no such luck. This one seems to drift a bit. That's the first truck I've been in that's done this. Huh. It's a little odd. Maybe it's just afraid of what it's towing. And I gotta admit, really good on them, eh? What an inconspicuous way to pack dynamite. I mean, the trailer on this thing looks more like a Christmas present than 40,000 or whatever the heck it is pounds of explosives. What am I doing hauling 40? Oh well, look at the road I'm on. If the thing went off here, the worst they'd have to do is come out with a couple of bulldozers, one to fill the hole and one to scrape the wreckage off, I suppose. But well, I guess they'd have to get a hydro crew out. Or electrical crew, I guess they would call it down there. Some linemen and such. Yeah. Up here we call it hydro, even though of course it has nothing to do with the electricity, but in fact the production method of it, as most power, at least in this part of the world, is hydroelectric in origin. Even the poles, we call them hydro poles. Hey, if we had nuclear powers, I wonder if we'd call them nuclear poles. I don't know, man. Those Canadians, it's like they got a different word for everything. Oh, man. Alright, we're getting into some saucy stuff now. Yeah. I've already figured out this thing doesn't have the sharpest turning radius in the box. Oh, man, and a nice steep hill, too. Lovely. I take it we're climbing up out of the desert. Woohoo, baby. Yeah, cop right behind me again. Unbelievable. Ran into another one of them really cockamamie intersections. Actually, I went through the same one once, too, on one of my off-camera ones. But luckily, I was the first one there. And if you do pretty much what you do in real life, which is, of course, wait for the first lane to have a couple of people in a row that are going to turn so that you can edge out across the first lane, and then just sort of keep pushing your snout out until somebody gets the idea and goes, well, yeah, he's bigger than me, I'm not that stupid, and lets you go through. And usually you'll find the traffic on the other side by then has stopped, because you're kind of this big thing in the middle of the intersection. But no, I ran into another one where there was a super tight corner, and then you had to cross an intersection. Well, it was so short a distance between the corner and the intersection that my trailer didn't completely fit all the way around to where I had to stop behind with a car in front of me. So the car coming across the intersection decides, because 100 yards up the road, the end of my trailer is a foot into his lane, he's going to stop in the middle of the intersection and go no further. Yeah. So it completely, everybody just sort of froze with their signal lights on, staring at each other. You know, it was like, oh, not again. But luckily enough, I'd stopped a few feet behind him, and I had just enough room to sneak between a sign and the car. Well, I assume I did. Now, I didn't hit anything, and there wasn't any of the ching, ding, ding, clang thingy that goes off when you've had a major catastrophe, but I don't know. What do we got here? I can make about 500 miles, and I've got 475 to go. I'm probably going to get some fuel here. But I didn't end up pulling up at the end of that run, and I had damage on both the truck and the trailer. Like right now, we got nothing. We're good to go. So, you know, of course we probably only got 50 miles. But yeah, I will have to fuel up. 492, 459, that's too close. I like to have at least a $100 peel between those two numbers. Then I feel a little more like maybe it's actually going to make it on the fuel supplied. But I'm going to see. A whole lot of little curvies out here, isn't there? We're doing all right. Well, it's actually quite the patch of green here in the middle of the desert. Impressive. Usually on these 55 zone highways, I clap the cruise control at 50. And it gives you that sort of safe zone for a little bit of uphill and downhill stuff. So if it happens to be the bottom of the hill where Mr. Police Officer is, usually you'll only be right around the speed limit, as opposed to 5 or 10k over, and him going, yeehaw, you don't need that money, sonny. Certainly one of the more relaxing simulators out there. I will give it that. And it's funny, when I first saw Euro Truck. Now, I have the original Euro Truck, and it's a little bit of a different animal. I think I tried it type of thing and was kind of, yeah, I don't know. But ETS2, I watched videos on it and I kept thinking, you know, I have driven professionally for a living. Now, not rigs. I have driven trucks, 5-ton truck. But it can be quite stressful. You know, and most of the time, if I want to sit and play a game, I'm not really doing it to be stressed. Even first-person shooters, I find, tend to de-stress as much or more than they stress. But that could be... well, unfortunately, just saying a little bit about my psychological profile. Yes. Honestly, mister, we don't have you on antipsychotics because we think you're psychotic. Okay. Got it. Making that up. Maybe. It's another story. Oh. Alright, I did not touch the nose there, did I? F7? No. Alright, we're still good. No damage. Yeah, I think my last run I had like 11% damage to the trailer. I'm like, what the heck? I did not hit that trailer on anything. But again, it could well be, you know, slowing for an off-ramp or something, and it seems the AI is a little bit, well, slow to slow. And, yeah, they tend to really whack into the butt end of you a few times a day. So, I'm hoping that's what it is, because that is something that SCS is well aware of, and so hopefully will be addressing, because they are good with that. I mean, look how long it took them to sort out the AI on ETS2. And now, I mean, luckily we do have the results of that carry on into American Truck Simulator. They're not starting from scratch like they did with ETS2, where the AI was, you know, either suicidal or just plain dumb most of the time. Yeah, I'm still really not very good at getting this thing around tight corners. You'll notice that I do tend to come awful close to the poles with the trailer. But I'm always looking in the mirror and I don't hit them, so shouldn't be a cause for damages. Oh, come on, you were supposed to turn green before I got here. Don't you know how to do this? I don't see any question marks through there. Or maybe they don't do it that way this time, I don't know. Like I said, I know in Euro Truck, man, by the time you'd done your first 2 or 3 trips, you'd discovered 5 recruiting agencies and 4 truck dealers, and yeah, I'd probably stop, man. You have no idea what a hole this would leave in your town. 40k in dynamite. Okay, whoa, baby. Oh no. Please, please don't tell me. Is this that... Man, this is a familiar looking intersection. It is, isn't it? Are you just serious? go, you rotten. Come on, bus boy. There, look, creep out there, man. That van would have stopped for you. Creep out, dude. Dude. Oh. Yeah. Oh, look. These guys are... Yeah, you're damn straight you're going, boy. I'm going too. I'm in like Flynn, Henry. Heh heh heh. I am amazed. I was just about to go, well, you know what, guys? I will see you when this is straightened out. And I was going to log off and log back in. Because that is that same intersection. My goodness. Yep, and then right up here we turned off. Huh. Well, I guess it's only the two states and pretty much keeping everything to the major highways. I guess there are only so many routes available right now, aren't there? Oops. Come on. Good Lord. It's funny, you can come up to an intersection and it'll pretty much roll at 2 or 3 miles an hour almost forever. And yet, if you brake and you get under a certain speed, it comes to a dead stop, and even if you lean on the gas. I wonder if it just takes it that long to get through the gears. Back down to where it can start again. Because it just sits there. Oh well. I know nothing about driving a big truck. Like that wasn't obvious, right? Whoa, dude. I wish this thing would corner that fast. Actually, I guess we're doing 45. 44. 70 zone, eh? There's no way this thing would be pulling these corners at 70, I'll tell you. And that's what surprises me. There's no speed adjusts on these corners, like signage. You know, slow to 40 or whatever. Boy, I'll tell you, in BC, if you can't see around the other side of it, there's a sign there telling you to slow the hell down. I think that must be pretty much their rule. You're standing on this end of the corner and you can't see where it comes out, slow the hell down, boy. Although, I mean, they are sort of just suggestions. Alright, let's see if we can roll on a little bit. No, we got another tight one coming. How are we doing here? 7 hours to go. We can go another 330 mile. And we got 299 on the clock. Yeah, I wouldn't mind filing a fueling me up point here at some step of the game. It would feel a little better if we had some more leeway, as it were. I don't think I ever saw these parts in when I was in California. It was either a lot more concretey or a lot greener everywhere I hung out. Actually, I don't even know if we're still in California. We might be in Nevada. I don't remember where the heck we were going. That's why I got sat nav. I don't have to know. I just have to follow the little line. Oh, come on. I do not trust that thing says we can go another 300 miles, man. That gas gauge is looking awful shrimpy right now. Let me get up some speed in case I need to coast. Come on. Let's throw the cruise on. Yeah, this is going to be tight. We have 59 gallons of fuel. Hell, man. That would power my little car for the rest of the year. And yeah, I know it's only beginning of March, but it would, quite seriously. I still wouldn't have to buy fuel by Christmas. This thing, on the other hand, like I said, I'm hoping we'll make our delivery because there's been not much in the way of errant fuel pumps along the way. What the heck have we got there on the hill? Out here in the middle of nowhere, kind of hidden around this bluff. Like storage tanks. Wonder if it's a fuel refinery. And then cheat this corner a little bit just to keep it nice and smooth. Again, we are hauling 40,000 pounds of dynamite. And I do somehow feel it helps to remind oneself that that in fact is what they're doing. As tempting as it may be to let go of the wheel and reach across the dash and grab your coffee. One should probably consider something else. I got caught, didn't I? When hauling dynamite. Actually, it's hot chocolate. It's darn good. Carnation extra creamy. I wonder if they'll sue me for saying their name or pay me. I will pay me. Okay. So the whole idea of this trip is when we come to the end of it, we're going to buy a new truck. Our very first truck, hopefully. I might pop 50K out of the bank. Now they're offering me. Man, that was a little bit on the frickin' side. Yeah, I guess we should turn our lights on. It is 7 p.m. They're offering me up to 500K. But I figure since I'm a level... Oh, we're going to be turning here. I'm glad I noticed that. I would have gone sailing off into the desert night there, oblivious to it all. So yeah, being level 7, I can upgrade the engine a little bit, maybe the chassis as well, that sort of thing. I'm certainly not. Now we get fuel. How are we doing? 160 miles to go, 189. Yeah, I don't like 20 miles is not what I consider, yeah, a reasonable grace period. No. That's definitely throwing all of your chickens in one bucket. Okay. So where is this supposed station? There it is. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, actually, this is kind of convenient because we are going to be turning right there. What do you think of that? Alright. Shut down the tank. I'm glad they actually included that this time. Because it seems to me in ETS you can actually fuel with your tank running. I mean, I know you can in Farm Sim, but you sort of expect that. Because most of the time it's a private pump on your own farm. If you feel like blowing yourself to smithereens. Who's going to step in and stop you, right? Alright. There's 500 big ones that we didn't have to take out of our pockets. Alright, we're back. And that's much better. Hey, Mr. Popo. Let's have a look at our current damage situation. 1%. What the heck did I hit with the truck that I'd have 1% damage? Please leave the comments down below if you happen to notice I hit anything. I don't think I did. Dang. Oh well. Guarantee you they'll be taking it out of me paycheck. Yes, indeed. Alright, we can go like 1,000 miles now, man. That's beautiful. What the heck are those? Oh, hang gliders. Check it out. It'll be dark by the time you guys land. I personally wouldn't want to be trying to land one of those in the dark, desert or not. There's an awful lot of rock and stuff around. Hydro poles, small trees. Swimming pools and movie stars. Oh no, that's Los Angeles. How are we doing here? 104 miles, 2 hours traveled. Beautiful thing. Hey, it's a fellow trucker. Hey, fellow trucker. This thing's got just a... yeah, you just assume not, you know? And as the sun gently sinks into the west, our hero bravely... whatever. Okay. What is that to see in the distance? And why doesn't it have lights on it? Oh, I guess it does. They're just really dim. Are we coming up on a... coming up on a get off of this road anyway. So... oh, whereabouts. Whoa, right here. Bus. I was hoping you'd pull over for me. And you did. Very good, very good. Alright, 80 mile an hour. Well, we are definitely in Nevada. Because I don't think they'll let you do that sort of crazy and... hey, check out the train. Cool. He's going a heck of a lot faster than we are. Yeah, they don't let you do 80 in any of the California highways from what I've seen. But they seem like you'll let her all loose here in Nevada. That's kind of cool. "36 miles. We're almost done this particular trip. Phenomenal. That should give us about 110, 115,000 maybe. Depending how much our 1% of silly is worth. Unbelievable, man. Well, I don't think this bus is quite going the speed I am. And this road's about to do things. Or am I about to do things? I am. Okay, I gotta pull off soon. I see. Oh, I guess that's a little early enough. Ah, well. Maybe they'll quit slamming into the back of my trailer. Oh, come on, truck. Side looks good, that side looks good, we're going, man. Whoa, kind of a crazy. Why on earth would they have us go this way? Maybe cruise for something interesting here. Like a truck shot. No, it's just another Walberts. Where's the old damage meter? 2%? What the heck? Is that like just wear and tear on the vehicle? I mean, it shouldn't be, because that shouldn't be coming out of my paycheck, man. I mean, this truck's got 65,000 miles on it. I sure as heck didn't put them on. Whoa. Kind of lost control of my looky stick. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, we're almost there. Something mining. Interesting. Dynamite to a mine. Who'd have thought, eh? Oh, 70. Oh, alright, well. Here I come. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, they gotta be kidding, man. You don't be doing 70 into an industrial place like this. Come on. Alright, you're gonna this way. Yeah, you're gonna make it interesting, are you? Alrighty. Up onto the scale. Okie dokie. Where do you want me to park this puppy? Yeah, right there. Right there. There we go. Excellent. Oh, well, that's better than last time. I think I got tolerable or something. So yeah, our long distance, an extra $1,000 and 131, and our hazard class 1, 110 experience. And we're now level 8. So not bad. We made 13K on that one. Let's continue, shall we? And we get to pick something new. High value. Higher rewards, that's always good. And a good experience bonus. Over 1,600 miles. I think I'm going to leave that until they get another state on here. I understand Arizona's coming on pretty quick. Alright, we're sitting here at 122K. Let's go to the bank. And 1,200 a day for 50K. Alright. Now I'm going to assume that we can pay these off early should we choose. Yeah. Repayment 42 days. Daily installment. Do you wish to confirm? Yes, please. Ka-ching. Alright. Oh yeah, they've got a repay button there. That's better. 172K. Let's go buy ourselves a truck, folks. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've only got a Peterbilt open. So. Yes, I do. Seeing as San Diego is my hometown. So obviously we're going to have to start with this basic one. We can look in here, you can see, well, that's a nice little vehicle. But in its most basic form, it's still 144K. So I think what I'm going to do is start with this guy. And then we're going to pop in here and have a look. What do we got? Definitely bigger tank. That's not going to be that big a difference in money. And we're going to go for the bigger motor as well. What do we got here? 10 speed, 13 speed. What's this one? Not going to tell me? Oh, I see. That's the top list. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Elton 10 speed, Eaton Fuller 13 speed, Eaton Fuller 10 speed. Oh, I see, okay. Alright, so what would that put us at? 126.8, eh? That's not bad. That's not bad. But I'm certainly not going to that's pretty gnarly looking. I like that. $128. Well, that's our truck, guys. That is our truck. Alrighty. Oh, did we not? Oh, don't tell me we didn't actually. Oh, no, we didn't. That's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Alright. Oh, no, I don't care about that. We're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up this. And we're going to go. Huh. Sure, let's get something really weird looking. Alright, that I like. Confirm. Alright. Oh, I see. I didn't click purchase. 128 to... There we go. Regular insurance paid already. Okay. Wow. Here we are. Ooh, look at that. Yes, indeed. Ooh, gotta take a picture, gotta take a picture. Ooh. So full tank, she'll do 470 miles, eh? Wow. Well, there we go, guys. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. There you are, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We're now officially a trucking company. No more hiring out. I mean, we still could do that. We could hire someone to drive this. That might actually work better. That would cover our loan and anything we did. We could count as making money. But see how it goes. We'll decide that next time around. Or if you guys have advice on the matter, feel free. As in Euro Truck, that's what I would do. I would buy my first truck, keep it fairly simple, give it a little extra power, whatever, and the added fuel range if available, that sort of thing. And then hire someone to drive it. And then you could take regular jobs until you could afford another truck. But I think I'm going to take a few runs in this one anyway, because I wouldn't mind finding a few more truck dealerships and that sort of thing. So there you go, guys. If you like the episode, please hit the like button. Feel free to share and favorite and all that YouTube stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free. There you go. This has been Species 7 for American Truck Simulator. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.